Second follow-up segment tonight. We're keeping an eye on the nuclear situation in Japan. The latest is the Japanese government under pressure from the international community to expand the evacuation zone near the damaged nuclear reactors. In addition, radiation has now seeped into the Pacific Ocean big time. With us, Dr. Stephen Greer, the CEO of Healthcare Channel. Also, Dr. Radiation from Japan has been found now in 15 states here in America. So, I don't know whether you know this or not, but we have reported the story, no hysteria on the factor. But now I'm starting to get a little concerned. Let's start with the ocean first, okay? Do you feel that this is a catastrophe?
The ocean is the least of the worries. The Bikini Atolls, where we did all the atomic bombs.
Yes, in the South Pacific.
National Geographic did a fascinating show a couple of years ago where the massive dilution power of the ocean, there's no radiation there. So whatever leaks into the Pacific Ocean, because the ocean is so vast, will eventually be absorbed and not a danger. But what about soil and dirt sticks around? That's the problem. Yeah. Okay. The Bikini land is still fish and temporarily. Yeah. They get radioactive. All right, but is the amount of radiation that we know seeping into the Pacific Ocean, is it dangerous to the people of Japan right now? Yes, right now you don't want to eat fish. So you wouldn't go surfing in... Correct. Okay. Right. I'm just saying years down the road. But that's pretty damn scary, is it not? Yeah. What's going on is the radioactive particles, cesium, iodine-131, and so forth, are in the air, and they're going all around the globe now. Going into the grass, animals are eating it, it's going into the milk. Right now, those states that are monitoring it, it's extremely low, not a risk now. But if they keep dithering and let this go on for weeks and weeks and weeks, those amounts in the United States will become worrisome. So we can't just let this go on like the BP oil spill where incompetent people are just letting it happen. Okay. And they're sending fancy concrete trucks from the United States over there preparing to put this in a concrete tomb. So they're just going to have to build a concrete dome over these things? Is that what you're saying? Well, it's already Chernobyl. The reactors are already melted down. You can't turn on a switch and make them work again. They're totally destroyed. Right, they're done. But that's going to take a while to build a concrete dome over these things. The machines are there. I don't know how to do that, but... So let's assume that another month goes by with radiation going into the ocean and into the air. Then we have to worry about it here. How so? Because the minuscule amounts now will accumulate, and then it becomes on the level of maybe a chest X-ray or something. All right, so cows and other livestock eat the grass. It's on the grass. It comes out in the milk. All of that. It's a chain. Yeah, it's a chain down. Now, you got to give me your honest opinion, because as I said, we don't want to panic anybody. Are you worried about this? Right now, absolutely not. Right now, I'm more concerned over in Japan. I think it's underreported. But in the United States, I think the reporting has been accurate. There is not much to worry about here in the United States now. And I was really pleased to see the Obama or whoever is behind it, the United States, send those concrete equipment. So they're getting ready to encase these reactors. But no one's talking about this, but... you would say you got to do that as soon as you can. Yeah. Right? There's no doubt about it. Now, has the Japanese government fumbled this? Of course, yes. They're incompetent. They should be taken off the scene. Totally incompetent. Absolutely. Japanese government booted it. Absolutely incompetent. Lost control of it. Yeah. So the international community, you think, should take this over? Well, it's going to be hitting us soon, so... and we're doing that as we speak. What about the Japanese people who have not been evacuated? It's a 16-mile radius. It's a disgrace. It's sad. They've got problems over there. So, well, tell me. Tell me if you're living in... They said, look, the Japanese government's line is if you don't come outside, if you stay in the house, you're okay. And you say? It's underreporting because they have no other choice to evacuate so many people. They probably can't handle it. So the good news, to put in perspective, is the unique thing we did is with the cooperation of the chief physicist at Johns Hopkins and some government reports, is even in Chernobyl, where the heavy fallout was, that was on par with maybe a chest CAT scan, not a chest X-ray, which is not going to kill you right away. You can deal with that. So even in Japan, within that zone, it's about a chest CAT scan, I'm guessing, if I had to guess. Right now. But those people should get out of there. Yes, and it's a time thing. If it keeps going, it's going to get worse and worse. And eventually you'll get cancer or some disease, 10 years later, you'll get sarcomas, thyroid cancers. All right. Yeah. What about the guys that are actually working in the plant, the 50 guys that are trying to light this down? Are they done? It depends on how long they're in there. No, but they're probably not done right now. The ones that got the burns on their feet, that was underplayed as always just skin burns. So we wrote a chapter in one of our books. They've got serious problems. Their skin will never be the same. We see this in medicine when patients.
Well, I want you to keep an eye on this for our audience here. And if you see a more intrusive radiation coming to the USA, you just call us immediately and come back on.
Sure.
All right, Doctor. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Plenty more as the factor moves along this evening. Donald Trump on what we should be doing in Afghanistan and how he'll conduct his presidential campaign. Can he slug it out in Iowa?